Tes. Lanjutin story. Continue. Kita bakal lanjutin story nih game ya guys ya. Udah lama banget gila nggak main. Nggak banget sih. 6 hari anjing nggak main.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains.
Gila, quick shooter gua.
Led by Butch Cassidy. They were a loose association of outlaws.
Dasar mission dulu. Sebelumnya kenapa?
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
The Wild Bunch. Juarez 1868. Masuk episode 7 ya geng ya.
It was 1868 and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Ringo, bukan udah mati si Ringo ya, sama kita tembak.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy. They were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop.
Sini jalannya.
Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. I was determined to make that some bitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Goblok. Terus mana lagi nih? Oh, masukin. Mukul anjir. Burung. Jatuh pasti kan tuh. Tai. Kita selamat loh. Nice. Senjata apa nih? Ini apaan anjir? Baru lihat gua. Moncongnya nggak ada, Cok. Off rifle moncongnya nggak ada anjing. Oke lah ya.
ears are still ringing from blowing up that
Ya
bridge.
ya, perang-perang tai.
What'd you say? I can't hear a
Mati.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route.
Bunyi kencang sekali sih ini.
I would need to get my ass out of there.
Speed banget gila. Kampret. Oh, kita kayaknya suruh ke sana deh. Suruh ke Oke. Gua nggak mau gagal.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found
Gila.
the gang, but in order to find old
Yang
Bob, I
rifle
needed
itu
to
lemot
fight
loh.
my way forward
Ini nggak ada
past the
lemotnya
whole
sama
passel
sekali
of
ini.
desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Come and get me, you got the car.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Ini gokil sih senjatanya sih. Favorit gua.
Now you're really pissing me off.
Terus gue suruh kemana? Ini senjata rifle. Anjing gue bingung cok. Sini deh.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too
Ya,
busy dodging
pinggir-pinggiran.
bullets to worry about falling
Jamet
to my
lompat nih.
death.
Oh enggak ding. Kira bakal lompat.
Odds were I
Anjir,
was
ngeri
likely
banget.
to die that day,
Mampus tuh goblok.
so I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Better hide.
Wis, slow dong. Slow dong tong. Pecah malah kau. Terus jalannya lewat. Oh, lewat sini.
Times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these
Pecah
damn
pala kau,
ducks shot
shotgunner.
back.
Push. Wah anjay, itu gerbong meledak coy. Goks. Wih. Naik level. Pistol mulu, gue udah bosen coy pistol coy. Ini shotgun. Long shooter. Ini buat jarak jauh. Buat jarak deket. Ini apa anjir? Oh silver shotgun. Inilah. Ayo jalan lah. Sini mana? Ini buka kah? Oh naik kita naik.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Siapa nih? Dan Ringo kah? Siapa dia anjay? Wih di Grand Poso bunch.
Help?
Kita di
From the
posisi
Pinkertons?
mana nih?
No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my
anjing hilang.
lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that?
Buset gua nggak ada lawan, gila. Mau lawan quickshot gua. Udah dewa nih bos, emas. Rank lagi. Mati coy. Anjay songong dia.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened.
Double
did
cok.
they? Only a few
Gatingan
stragglers were allowed to come down Ponto
kelas.
if I was gonna stay
Mati
on old
goblok.
Bob's trail.
Coy. Sorry ya bro ya. Pejuang Golkar mati loh Ini kuning-kuning anjing Golkar. Gila. Pecah coy. Ngapain gitu goblok mati tol. Anjir.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nosed Curry.
Who was he?
Siapa itu?
The fastest gun in the gang.
Anjing lawan dia
Right
lagi.
after Sundance, I mean.
Kayaknya tadi di kuda deh.
And Kid Curry. And maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that. On
Mampus
that very
lu.
same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the
Dibilang
Wild
bukan
Bunch
jago.
behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you
Kursi
already know all
44
about that.
tai. Oke, continue. Apalagi nih selanjutnya nih.
I tried to find
Single,
Bob
Cok.
Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with them.
Senjata gue masih senjata yang awal kan? Rifle doang kan? Non rifle. Oh ini yang pendek ya, yang pendek. Nggak berubah.
That kid Curry's kind of crazy, ain't he?
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
Itu dia.
Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
Anjing ini di atas lagi tai nih. Gua nggak ngeliat lu bangsat. Mati lu goblok. Kelas,
Old
boy.
Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid
Siapa nih?
Curry. I could
What's-
sense him
guess
close
he-
by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Ah, turun gue nembak ini nih coy. Beli. Terus mana? Aneh tak?
and I found one.
Oh, ada map
A
nih.
map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific. The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Meledak nih. Oke. Terus
Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the wild bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5.
pilek anjing. Nah, paling benci gue nih lompat-lompat gini nih.
Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was going to rob a train heading to the
Oke, gua
U.S.
turun.
Mint in Denver. And that
Masih gua harus
whore,
ngelepasin
Fat
itu, ini apa?
Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged
Jeez,
with
boy.
dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards.
Oh iya. Ih,
A moment
goblok.
later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Ngeri lu bangsat. Lepas begitu.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Ah, ada konconya apa gimana anjir? Tadi ada yang ngobrol, Cok. Ada lagi nggak di bawah?
But the wild bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head
Sorry ya,
off.
bro. Gua mah jago.
It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
Show yourself, coward!
Oh, itu dia.
What happened
Apa
next?
sih? Kenapa
Well,
sih?
having removed the
Goblok.
first bundle of
Musuh lu di
dynamite,
sini.
I decided I
Mantap
might as well
sono.
remove the other one.
Idiot anjing.
Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Oh, kasih jalan, coy.
You ain't killing me.
Harusnya sih meledak sih, kayak gitu sih kebakar. Nggak logis aja, Cok. Ngapain poke? Apa sih lu? Kenapa sih baju hijau? Punya masalah apa sih lu? Kocak anjing. Ih, gila. Wah, anjing tempo. Kalau poke mati goblok. Harus hati-hati nih, coy.
You ain't seen the likes of me. You just brought hell down on me.
Wih, shotgunner kayak gitu ya? Kok jadi OP ya dia? Anjing.
It's time to nail this. I'm gonna cut you into.
So what
Mati
happened
lu
then?
goblok,
Had to
shotgunner
remove
tolong.
more of that damn dynamite.
Oh, itu dynamite nih. Ambil dulu, guys. Nah, checkpoint. Terus gue suruh kemana?
It must have been terrifying
Oh,
trying to
jalan
make your
sini.
way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I
Nah.
noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I
Benci gue
shot the
lompat-lompat.
rope.
Mana ini? Oh, ini kan. Oh, kira apaan?
This asshole has a death wish. Damn ears are ringing.
Mati lu
You hear
goblok.
me?
Oke, gue bakal apa ya? Truth checking. Truth checking, bener nggak sih bacaannya? Ya deh.
This ain't right.
Ngapain lu golkar? Hijau ya, bukan ini ya. Gua kira kuning, Cok.
So that was all the dynamite?
Gua sih. Tinggal turun dua kali. Ini ya, bonekin dulu ya. Oh, jalan masih lurus, geng. Sorry.
Funny you should mention that, darling.
Gua kira bisa
Actually,
lewat
there
sini.
was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
Udah kah?
Once I removed it, my path
Oh,
was
masih
pretty
ada lagi.
clear.
Shotgunner. Anjir. Ditembak apanya, coy? Mempan tai. Mampus lu goblok. Tangannya. Shotgunnya yang ditembak. Gak ngerti gue maksud. Quick shooter emang gak ada lawan ya. Set.
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't going to work.
Oke, gua ke atas.
I needed an alternate path forward.
Bener kan ya? Ke atas ya? Ini turun lagi. Wah, gue salah. Pusing anjing muter-muter. Sini gue di mana? Anjing ngebak, Cok. Bagaimana ngebak? Wah, mati sih, fix gua mati. Anjing ngebak gimana? Ya, gua mati sih.
I hope you understand how badly my adventure might have ended had I not been as careful as hell.
Aduh, udah aja. Oke lah, gue naik lah ya. Agak sedikit bingung. Oh alah, kita suruh lompat, geng. Hal yang paling gue benci sih. Iya.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me.
Bodoh.
It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
Ih, tai sih ini sih. Phone apa tuh ini, Cok?
Not reaching it in time would have been unfortunate. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment...
Mana? Mana dinamitnya? Sini gue cepet.
Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge.
Sorry guys, toxic guys, sorry guys.
Well, it was a touching reunion.
Oke. Terus gue kemana nih? Sorry guys, toxic ya, sorry ya.
But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man anymore.
Parkour bullshit. Lewat kereta silakan.
Kill that SOB. Make him.
S A S
Finally, I found those
G
boys.
S. Gila. Emang gue mah jago. Kelasnya dikepung goblok. Kelas. Anjing siapa yang lemparin sih? Tai. Ngapain bodoh? Ikut-ikutan lagi lu.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Siapa lagi tuh? Kid Curry apa lagi ini? Mati lu Kid Curry sama gua anjing. Oh saya lu. Tolan lu mati goblok.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Come on! Show yourself, you coward!
Masa nggak bisa sih anjing? Lagi itu tai. Curry kampret. Oh, salah posisi anjir. Anjay. Yang kayak gini doang, kampret. Ih. Emang skripnya sih nggak bisa ngelewatin dia. Asu.
Stupid contraption!
Goblok. Apaan sih lu? Ini siapa sih yang nembak? Jaga kendil lah, jaga kendil. Ini siapa yang nembak jaga kendil, ha? Uduh. Gua nggak ngeliat kampret ada si shotgun tai. Oke, usah Fury. Ini lagi yang nembak ada. Salah, gue salah. Tapi kayaknya anak buaya datang dari mana sih itu ya? Salah gue, sorry, salah ya gue ya, Fury kampret, asu. Anjing. Dari mana sih si kontol tuh? Maaf guys, toxic guys.
It's truly amazing I made it this far in
Lagi
life.
salah. Kayaknya
Considering
dari
how
lubang
many
yang sama deh.
times I've danced with death.
Berarti salah satunya cuma bisa ngebom doang, tai.
Cocksucker! Move it, boys! Get out here!
Shotgunner mau dibilang apa coba? Siapa yang nembakin si tai itu? Ada si kronconya di atas. Udah heran kok dari tadi siapa ini yang nembak ya? Jangan sampai mati. Kayaknya ini bisa dibuat itu deh. Buat ngeker dia deh. Tuh. Bisa aja. Susah juga lu lawan lu. Biar satu. Repot anjing. Mampus. Mati kamu. Kamu mati.
He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Plastik. Mampus. Siapa nih? Belum dia kah? Apaan sih boy? Saya banget tuh gerak-gerak anjing. Yah mati dua-duanya goblok. Aduh. Bego. Ngindarnya kemana sih tai? Kiri apa kanan? Dia ngincer pala loh. Boleh. Gue tinggal bidik doang padahal. Mampus. Oh,
Faster. And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me.
Huh?
Is that what this is about?
Dia nembak lu.
Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Ish. Kelas mati lu goblok.
Those were his last words.
Nih. Saya juga. Hah.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kind of glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang.
James Younger gang
Did I
siapa
neglect
lagi?
to mention that?
Hah. Jesse Jam.
Jesse James?
Jesse
The
James.
greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Weh.
Jesse and
Pakai
his kin
pedang
rode
anjing.
with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ah, nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Pilek aja.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way.
Apaan anjing itu?
But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward
Tapi
if I was
perjalanan
gonna
mungkin
find
sampai
this
sini aja
gem.
kali ya. Goodbye, dadah. Makasih.